Zero Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude? 2,000 feet.
Hi there, Wycliffe Barrett, Xplane Dedicated. Today we're going to do a review of Misterx6 KSAN. That's San Diego International Airport. Beautiful airport, and as you can see here with the video, it's really good. What he's also done is actually created an awful lot of buildings around the airport and out into the city. And so I'm just going to talk about some of the details and the features of this. For example, the photoreal scenery for the areas surrounding the airports. There's custom city buildings. There's detailed rendition of San Diego Lindberg Field International, which is KSAN. There's accurate airport layout, and you can see some of the buildings here as we zoom into the terminals. They're really well constructed. There's a mixture of custom buildings and Lego brick buildings as well. There's custom models for all terminals, including the recently expanded Terminal 2. Custom high-resolution taxiway and runway textures. You can see these, and the green kind of borders around the taxiways. They're really nice. There's animated airport vehicles. As you can see, you'll see those moving around as we go through the film. There's Xplane 10 HDR night lighting, and we'll move to some night lighting just in a little while here as the time moves on and we go in towards dusk. You'll see the lights come on, really quite nice. There's also a custom static aircraft covering all major airlines operating from KSAN. There is GA Airports, McClellan-Palomar and Montgomery Field as well, so that's KCRQ and KMYF. Just looking at some of the night lighting here over the roads, and you can see the vehicles as they pass under the lights. They get lit up by the HDR lighting. Absolutely brilliant. Custom buildings in the city there, so you've got the San Diego skyline as well. This will work on Xplane 10.3.0 and higher, but it hasn't been tested on Xplane 9, so can't really say whether it's working. It uses OpenSceneryX, but no other libraries are needed. So OpenSceneryX you must have, but you don't need any other libraries. If you want the AutoGates to work, you do need to download Marginal's AutoGate plugin, and I'll put a link in the description below for that as well. It's extremely detailed, and you will need quite a hefty machine for this to run. In the notes it says that you need a graphics card with at least 2 GB of VRAM. My graphics card is a GTX 980 with 4 GB of VRAM, and I have no problems whatsoever. Frame rates are well established, as you can see. I have really no problems at all. You can put runways follow terrain contours on if you wish in this, and it works extremely well because Misterx6 has actually created the whole thing so that it will work with contours. Some of the San Diego buildings have been conversions from FSX, and they were done by Brian Winton originally, so many thanks to him. And there are some other considerations to be made for other people as well that have helped in putting this wonderful scenery together. The ortho imagery is by the United States Geological Survey license, and as you can see, it's all put together really well. I moved into the 737 just to do some landings so we could have a proper look at it. Just whizzing around the external views here, as you can see, and just coming in onto runway 27, and I lost sight of it for a little bit, and I was heading towards the city at first, but eventually just found my way onto the runway. It's got a huge extended threshold, and I took off earlier in a Cessna and actually took off within the threshold. So there we go, a nice landing onto runway 27. Let's see what it looks like at dusk as the lights come down. As usual, you can get this from Xplane.org, and I will put in a link in the description. And for those of you wondering about some of the camera movements, I'm using Xcamera, which I'll also put a link in the description for as well. So here we are, approaching runway 27 again, city just out to our left. As we come in, runway 27, I'll go to the other runway as well, 09, so coming over the ocean, so you can have a look at that. We'll just land on runway 27. Of course, we're still testing the X737 from EADT. I have no idea when it's gonna come out, so don't ask. Here we come, just about to land. This one was a little bit heavier, but still, you know, a relatively nice landing. There you go, 10 feet, and touchdown. Off the centre line a little bit because the wind was blowing me around. So let's have a look from the other end. Here we go, this is 07, so the city is out towards the right there, all looking really, really nice. I hope you found this review of this airport useful. As I say, it's Misterx6 and it's KSAN. He also does KMCO. Beautiful airports, all free, from www.xplane.org. As always, my name is Wycliffe Barrett. This is Xplane Dedicated, and we'll see you all soon. Cheerio. Yeah.